appreciation to these veterans, current members of our military, and first responders, as well as to their families. Because of their efforts, our nation still stands strong, our founding principles still shine, and nations of the world know the blessings of freedom. Let us rededicate ourselves to serving them as well as they have served the United States of America. Thank you all for your service. Please join us at halftime as the bands will pay tribute to all of these honorees with a musical celebration which will include the playing of the Armed Forces Medley. Standing in midfield is representing our nation's colors, is the color guard from the Texas 20,051st Air Force Junior ROTC from Stevens High School. Commanding the color guard and carrying the American flag is Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Jasmine Morris from Stevens. Carrying the Army flag, Cadet Major Jasleen De Los Reyes from Stevens. Carrying the Marine Corps flag, Cadet Major Tariq Bernard from Taft. Carrying the Navy flag, Cadet Tech Sergeant Xavier Torres from Stevens. Carrying the Air Force flag, Cadet First Lieutenant Andrew De La Torre from Taft. Carrying the Space Force flag, Cadet Captain Kira Rivera from Stevens. Carrying the Coast Guard flag, Cadet Captain Brianna Pena from Stevens. The right guard is Cadet Captain Wyatt Martin from Stevens, and the left guard is Cadet Major Isaiah Villalpando. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you stand and remove your hats to honor America and the men and women who have served and are currently serving in our armed forces throughout our country and the world. The national anthem tonight will be sung by the combined choirs from Taft High School and Stevens High School under the direction of Emily Jodon and Rebecca Bulin.
Coverage of tonight's national anthem is sponsored by the Vietnam Army Grunt Museum. Game Time Weather is sponsored by Air and Plumbing Today.
And it is time for our game time weather, brought to you by Air and Plumbing today. 88 degrees Sunday with a light wind, 7 miles an hour. Just a gorgeous night for football. The humidity has gone down. And I tell you, once the sun goes down, it is going to be a perfect night for football here in South Texas.
Yeah, a little breezy down on the field before the game. Yeah, to your point, we've been pretty lucky this year. Not too hot, just about right, and hard to believe we're here in late September and things are starting to really look a little more nice than normal here when it comes to the weather and football on a Thursday night.
Tonight's first half kickoff brought to you by Rhino Roofers. Sean Kalaner with the little pooch kick, and it is fair caught by the Stevens Falcons. And Stevens will have it first. JP Zapata with the fair catch, and we will get our chance to see Isaiah Ferris and this run-heavy Stevens offense. As we said at the top of the show, they've only thrown the ball 10, 12 times this year total. Ferris missed a game with injury, but is back, only 5'9", 155. And Coach Boykin telling me before the game, Don, if we do what we want to do, we won't throw it at all. So a heavy dose of Nathan Lopez, number 24. They hand to him on first down. He breaks a tackle. He's got a good game on first down, positive yardage, 6 or 7. Here's a look at that starting lineup. They're led up front by Noah Alvarado, the senior center, Elijah Corpus, the big right tackle, and of course Lopez in the backfield doing most of the work carrying the football.
Here, get a chance to look at this triple option offense. Don, they ran the ball 47 straight times last week.
I love it. In the name of Barry Switzer, let's run some wishbone. Little pitch there to the outside, across the 40, breaking a tackle near the 50. That's Josiah Turner. He's one of their leading rushers with 113 yards on 13 carries for the year. Here's another look at it. Hard to defend because you don't see it that often anymore.
And they do it with such precision. And I talked to Ricky Stade this week about some of the challenges of facing this kind of an offense, and Marshall runs something similar, and they handled that very well.
San Antonio Zoo first down, breaking free across the 30, and inside Taft territory is Nathan Lopez. We told you all about him. Had 137 yards in week 2 against Churchill, including a 38-yard touchdown run. And Coach Boykin, when they run it with, as you say, the precision that they do, you get messed up on your defensive assignments. Lopez checks out for a breather.
They had 9 different guys rush the football this season, so really know where it's going to come from most times. Hello.
Ball's on the ground. I think Taft has it. They're fighting for it. And we're going to see if the Falcons got it back. Still a struggle. And boy, a great job by Ferris to come away with it. They let him fight over it for a long period of time. I thought Taft had the most of it right there. But Ferris jumped in there and took it away from the Taft defender.
Yeah, I think you're right. It looked like Taft had the first crack at that thing, but good job by Isaiah Ferris wresting the ball back for his squad.
So Stevens keeps the drive alive. It's second down and 10. And Ferris keeps. I'm going to have to be careful tonight. Oh, I'm going to get faked out a bunch.
Read your keys, brah. It's just like the Taft defense. I'm with you. I mean, they've really done a lot of things to work on this style of play. And Coach Boykin talks about, we're not the biggest team around, so this is kind of what we have to do. But, conversely, Ricky Stade says they've never run this offense better.
So because they don't throw it, it's 2 down territory here. They run the pitch, and they pick up about 4. So it's going to be 3rd down and 5, and you would think they would go for it here on 4th down and that they would run the football. Their kicker is David John. He's 7 of 9 on the year on extra points. Don't know quite what kind of leg he's got from this distance. It would be significant. It would be 45 plus, so they're just going to go for it here on 4th down.
Yeah, just that fumble and that missed snap, or the mishandle, I should say, has really put them behind the chains on this particular part of the field.
They run the pitch. Ferris breaks a tackle, gets to the edge, and flag comes in late, short of the first down anyway, and we'll have to see what the penalty is. There's a few of them down on the field.
I don't even know how Ferris broke that first tackle, and we do have a man down.
The officials, Eric Smith tonight, leading our crew along with Charlie Salinas, Mike Reinert, Howard Green, Jason Ogren, Charlie Salinas Jr., and Alan Rojas Jr. They're sorting this one out as we, looks like it's going to be against Stevens. They would decline it, and it would be Taft football.
Illegal blindside block. Offense, number 2. The penalties decline. Result of the play. First.
And if you don't read lips or couldn't tell what he said, it's an illegal blindside block on Stevens. And it'll go over on downs, as we said. Right there, you could see it. It came from Josiah Turner. And so now the Taft Raiders will get their first shot at it, led by their junior quarterback, Tucker Vogel. And their running back, Prometheus Elmore, is their leading ball carrier with over 300 yards here on the season. It's a San Antonio Zoo first down, and Elmore's got it, and he's got a little crease in the middle, and he's got a nice gain of about 5. Here's a look at that Raider offense. Francisco Reyes up front is a 3-year letterman, big number 53. Got good size on that offensive line. Ray Foster, a receiver to watch, especially when it comes to return game. They fire out into the flat and complete it out of bounds. That's caught by Kenyon Skelton, one of their leading receivers on the season. Had a 37-yard touchdown against Eagle Pass.
There's a big old target over there. They look like they got 2 pretty tall guys on the outside and a slot guy that can move as well.
Good enough for a San Antonio Zoo first down.
Everything starts with 7, Don, as you took a look at his numbers at the very onset of the ball game. This guy's very, very good in every aspect of playing the position.
It's a San Antonio Zoo first down. They hand inside to Elmore. He bounces it. Good pursuit by the Stevens defense, and he's slung down after a short game. Josh Bullock was the first one there. Josh leads him in tackles with 28 on the season. Coach told me he was a tackling machine.
I believe it. Also, all district, all academic. Gotta like that too. Brains and brawn.
Second down and 10 for Vogel. Going left. Gonna pitch it. Good burst of speed, but a good defense there as Isaiah Delgado was brought down after a gain of about 2.
Yeah, I love seeing guys that are running the football, and then guys that normally run the football like Prometheus going out there, and he clipped 2 guys on that play. Nice job.
Anthony Gonzalez, Josh Bullock, Jordan Ortega, all great defensive players there as you saw the lineup. Vogel throws over the middle in traffic, and it's broken up. Nice job was Ortega. 5 tackles on the year, 5'11", 140, came over and did a nice job of ball hawking that and knocking it down.
He sure did. I wasn't sure if he'd gotten there, but I'll be darned. Nice angle right there. Jordan Ortega, the junior, knocking it away, and the second PBU of the season.
4th down at their own 39. Kalauner lining up to punt it away. Dominic Mason back. Low snap. High kick. And it bounces short and is checking up there right at the 40-yard line, and that's where Stevens will have it when we come back. No score, 6:36 here in the first quarter.
Welcome back to Taco Cabana Thursday Night Lights, presented by the Gomez Law Firm. And speaking of the Gomez Law Firm, have Craig Bettis, one of the attorneys over there. How are you today, Craig?
Good. How are you doing, Matt?
Doing all right. Happy to be here. You guys are one of our key sponsors here, again, on Thursday Night Lights this year. Why do you guys continue to give so much back to the community at Gomez Law Firm?
Well, it stems from a deep-rooted connection to San Antonio. You know, Mr. Gomez, a lot of the lawyers, a lot of the staff grew up and were raised in San Antonio, and we understand the importance of giving back to the community that's given to us. We understand in the last 50 years, the success of the Gomez Law Firm has a lot to do with the support of San Antonio, so we want to give back.
And as well as sponsoring things like Thursday Night Lights, you guys also give a lot of scholarships away through education. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, sir. Education is very important to Mr. Gomez. You can understand growing up on the west side when he did as a kid, he didn't have these opportunities. And so he feels it's necessary. It is important to give. I mean, education is a cornerstone of our community. And by giving back, he wants to genuinely make a difference in the community and help those, give back like the opportunities he didn't have.
Mr. Gomez also played football, I believe, in high school. He's from around here, went to high school in the area, so very important to him. What makes the Gomez Law Firm different than other law firms here?
Well, I can tell you that Mr. Gomez only works with lawyers that are like-minded, that are like him, that care about their clients, are passionate about what they do, genuinely want to make a difference and seek justice. We do personal injury, but specifically catastrophic injuries. So we're dealing with people that have had a very horrible event. So it's important to care and understand what they're going through. But more importantly, our track record speaks for itself. We have a very good track record of making large companies, holding them accountable for their wrongs.
All right, Greg, thank you so much. Everyone remember, Gomez Law fights. Send it back up to you guys.
We have breaking news. Two things. One, starting quarterback Isaiah Ferris went out with an ankle. His backup, Caleb Ravilla, comes in and completes a pass.
Yeah, Boykin checked out of it, had his guy throw a pass, and right on time, and it's a dime.
And that rhymes. Across the 40 down to the 39-yard line. Ravilla is a junior. He's a captain, even though he's the backup. And he's thrown it 4 times this year, so he's thrown it as much as the starter, Ferris.
He played the whole game last week, so it's not like he's a stranger to the position.
Dive here to Lopez. Only gets a couple, so it'll be 3rd down and long. Boykin again telling us if things go well, you won't see him throw a pass. Well, they did, and things are going well. And Ferris comes back in now after testing out that ankle.
Now, truth be told, they're probably going to need both of these guys if they're to have any success this season.
Look the other way. Instead, it's a dive right up the middle, faked me out. Good job carrying out the pitch. And that's Nathan Lopez ahead for the 1st down.
They just use him as a battering ram every single look in this run scheme. Well, they have to this point. A lot of fun as we take a look at the Moonlight Ballroom and Conference Center Smile Cam.
Smile Cam brought to you by Moonlight Ballroom, San Antonio's premier venue for quinceañeras, sweet 16s, and graduation parties. There's another big chunk there. Goes to Josiah Turner.
You know, it was astonishing on the last drive, Don. Lopez came out for one play, and that was the play that they had the errant handoff. So I don't know if they're going to not do anything but leave 24 out there on the field. He makes this thing go.
Hand it to him here for 2.5. Good enough to move the chains. It'll be a San Antonio Zoo 1st down. Yeah, he's a handful. He's got